Good morning! Welcome back to another glorious day. The sun is shining, the clouds are way up high in the sky. It's just absolutely beautiful and it's not too cold, just in my t-shirt, absolutely gorgeous. Hey, I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's subscribed to my channel. In the last couple of days, I've had heaps of new people and it's been so cool. Lots of kids from Ponce, which has been awesome. So cool, so nice to see you guys. And to kind of get to interact with you a little bit. So don't forget, hit subscribe if you want to keep seeing the updates of my videos. They're going to keep coming a couple of times a week. And also head over to Miss Megan's Adventures on Instagram if you want to see some photos, which is cool. And then maybe we can have a chat and interact through the Instagram. So today I've got another big job to do, and it's something that I've been putting off, and I didn't want to do it because I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to do it right. But the last couple of days I've done lots of research to make sure that I get it right, and now I'm feeling confident. I'm ready to go. So what we're going to do today is I've got this beautiful plant. This is one of my favorite house plants. I really love it because look at these. It's got this gorgeous purple color underneath and then lovely luscious green leaves on the top. And when I bought this plant, it was only teeny tiny. It was just one of those tiny, tiny little plants. And maybe over the last year or so, it's gone out of control. And all of a sudden, it's in this little pot and it's going, I can't grow any further. I'm stuck. It's too small. So it's time to repot it from this little pot into this much, much bigger pot. So come over here, come and have a look, and I'll show you what I've got ready to go. Okay, so it's fairly easy to repot a plant. What I've got is the plant here in its little tiny pot. I've got the new pot here that it's going to move into, and I've already got a little bit of soil in that pot. I've got a little spade so that I don't have to get my fingers too dirty. I've got my watering can with some water in it, and over here is the soil that's going to go into the new pot. And in the background here I've also got two things. This is a little bit of fertilizer, and I'm going to sprinkle that into the soil. And then this is the another type of fertilizer. This is a liquid one, a watery one, and this one you can hear it inside. It's like little pellets. And so they pretty much do the same thing. I'm just going to use this one today. But you can see that there's lots of different types of fertilizers. Now, fertilizer stuff that's really, really good for your plants. It's kind of like when you wake up in the morning and your tummy's going, oh, and you're a bit hungry, or at lunchtime or just before dinner, and you're a bit hungry. And so you go to the kitchen, you might get a little muesli bar or some kind of snack. That's kind of like what fertilizer is for plants. They can't go to the kitchen and find a banana to eat. So we have to put the food into the soil for them. But because humans are not plants, we can't eat this stuff. It's a little bit dangerous. So if you are repotting your pots, you need to make sure that you've got a little bit of help from mum or dad or another adult. Because if this stuff goes on your fingers and into your mouth or into your eyes, ears, it will really hurt. It might make you really, really sick. Okay, so you've got to be very careful. I know they look really cool, don't they? Look, yeah, I've got a couple of them. Oh, spreading them everywhere. Here they are. You can see them. Oh, there we go. You can see them there, just little pearls. So what I'm going to do is first, I'll sprinkle those ones into the pot. Okay, so first up comes my fertilizer. I'm just going to take a little handful and I'm going to sprinkle them into my pot. There we go, it's nice and easy to see. And look what else I found. Hitching a ride on my fertilizer is just a tiny little spider there. Must have found a nice dark place to hide. Pop the lid back on so that he doesn't get a fright. There we go. Okay, the next job is I've got to take my plant out of the pot. Look, it's too heavy and it keeps falling over. Okay, so I've got to take my plant out of the pot. Give it a little wiggle and pull very gently. Oh gosh, yes, look at that. All of those roots stuck inside the pot. And look, we can see all of those roots so clearly. Who can tell me, what do the roots of the plant do? I'll give you a few seconds to have a think about it. Let's have a look underneath. That's right, the roots of the plant are how they get their food and their water. The roots suck up the water and take it up to the leaves and spread it around the plant where it's needed. So you guys, so clever. Okay. Got to be very careful not to damage those roots. If I damage them, they won't work as well. Now this plant, I might have actually left it a bit long. Look at that, it's really stuck together, and I don't want to break those roots. I'll just kind of loosen it up a little bit where I can. But, oh dear, he might be a little bit pot bound. Oh well. There we go, breaking them up a little bit. I would love to hear what you guys have been up to in the last couple of days. I have, as everybody has, been spending it at home. I spent a bit of time over the weekend talking with some of my friends that live in different cities on the computer, which was really nice. So nice to catch up with lots of people. Even though we can't see them, we can't go and visit, we can still chat to them over the computer. So who have you guys been chatting with? You could let me know over on my Instagram page, Miss Megan's Adventures. Okay, so here we go. Put the plant into its new big home. Okay, right. Now the next job, I've got my big bucket full of soil here. I'm going to start scooping it in. So the type of soil that I like to use in my plots is one that's got lots of compost in it. And we can make our own compost at home if you've got a bit of a backyard. It's just all your old veggie scraps and your peels and grass and all of those bits. All the natural things that come from either the kitchen or the garden. You can put it all together into what we call a compost heap. And they all break down and lots of bugs get in there and they eat it all up and then they poop it all out. But it's really good for the soil. And I like to use that. I like to use a soil that's rich in compost, we call it. And that just helps because I don't have a garden. I've only got my balcony. And so my plants, they have to get their water and all their food from either the fertilizer or compost, which is already in the soil. And the soil also needs to be able to drain the water away. The water needs to get through it to the roots and then out of the pot nice and easily. So that's why I choose pots that have got lots of holes at the bottom so that the water can drain through and it doesn't sit in there. But do you know what else that means? It also creates a really big mess on my ground. Look at the mess from the soil on the ground. I'm gonna have to get the broom out and clean it all up. Okay, I'm nearly all done potting my plant. Come over and have a look at it now. Soil comes all the way to the top and the bottom leaves are all uncovered. Except for those ones, there we go. Right, so I'm just gonna push it down so that it's nice and compact in there and too many leaves. There we go. Nice and compact, and that soil will keep the roots nice and warm so that it can keep growing. So the next job I've got to do is some more fertilizer so that the plant has got lots to eat to keep it growing. So another just a little handful, and I'm just going to sprinkle it around the bottom, and then when I water it, that fertilizer will break down and all the good stuff will go into my soil. Okay, and now that that's finished, we need to give the pot plant a big drink of water, because just like you and I, pot plants need lots of water to drink as well. And we're done. There he is, look at him. Oh, he looks like he's been sitting out in the rain. Oh, that is a happy pot plant. So now what I'm gonna do, this pot plant usually lives inside, but just for the rest of today, while the sun's out, I'm gonna leave him outside in the sun. And that way, he'll have a bit more of a chance to soak up some of that lovely energy from the sun to help him to recover. He's probably a bit tired from all that travel he's done today, traveling from the little pot to the big pot. And then he'll get nice and warm and he'll drink up all that water. So I'm over here with me, pot plant. I'm gonna sit you over here because this is where the sun comes up first. Comes onto the balcony. And he can hang out with my hibiscus plants and the blueberry. Thanks so much for coming and helping me with the pot plant today. Look at him sitting over there, happy as. I'll keep you posted on how he's going when he's moved back inside and growing into an even bigger plant with those beautiful, beautiful purple leaves underneath. Thanks so much for joining me. I've got to go and tidy up this mess. Have a great day. Bye.